Another court hearing surrounding St. Louis Circuit Attorney Kim Gardner. It was 1 week ago a judge threatened jail time for contempt of court for her office being a no-show to a murder trial. Tonight we're seeing Gardner's response to the judge, and it includes more finger-pointing. Our Laura Barczewski is live outside the Carnahan Courthouse with the latest. Laura.
Mike, in a filing, Kim Gardner's attorneys attached a series of text messages as to evidence why she's not responsible for no one showing up in court that day, pointing to one of her assistant circuit attorneys who was originally assigned to the case. Last Monday, Judge Scott Millikan filed to hold Circuit Attorney Kim Gardner and her office in contempt of court after no one showed up for a murder trial that day. Jonathan Jones is accused of shooting and killing Brandon Scott, who crashed his car into the Arch grounds in September of 2021.
This was not set for a counsel status hearing or some kind of update hearing. It was set for a trial, and she didn't even show up to court. So now a victim suffers.
The most recent court filing on Gardner's behalf says Assistant Circuit Attorney Alex Polta was assigned to the case and took an abrupt leave of absence on April 6th, saying in a text message to another attorney in her office, Chris Hinckley, quote, "I have no trials, hearings, or depositions in the next 5 weeks." The messages also show on April 11th, Hinckley asked Polta about the case in question, saying, lastly, "You have 4 trial settings on for the week of April 17th. Are any of these cases likely to be called out?" Polta responded about 2 of the cases, but not the one in question, saying, quote, "Frankly, Chris, this is no longer my problem." 5 on Your Side trial analyst Scott Rosenblum says this filing shows Gardner continues to throw people under the bus.
You're the leader. You don't, that's not leading by pointing the finger at your subordinates. If anything, she should have known, and she's a lawyer, step up and try the case. If somebody didn't show up in my office and it was a case that was being handled by my office, we would have been there. I would have tried the case if I had to.
The filing says, quote, Ms. Gardner herself did not willfully and intentionally fail to appear in this matter, and she did not willfully cause the assigned counsel to fail to appear. Polta told 5 on Your Side just days ago he was considering running against Gardner, who has already said she plans to run in 2024. 5 on Your Side political analyst Anita Mannion says Gardner might not get the same support she had last time.
For most voters, I think that's the bottom line. It doesn't matter where it went wrong. Ultimately, you can only hear that excuse so many times before you say, this is your office and it's your responsibility. The buck has to stop somewhere.
According to the document, Gardner's office asked for Assistant Circuit Attorney Polta to appear at this hearing scheduled for tomorrow. If the judge does decide to hold them in contempt of court, they could be facing a fine or even jail time. Reporting live from downtown St. Louis, Laura Barczewski, 5 on Your Side.